book that I haven't finished reading.
Oh, I am that a little bit. Right?
Yeah,
I was wondering what that's
the
about.
Foo Fighters.
Oh
It's
yeah,
about
I see.
it's about
Okay.
Dave Grohl. This is the call, and it's a fucking you can see I'm only halfway through it, and I stopped reading it months ago. I'm having a hard time fucking reading right now, and um, I'm just not. I've never been the greatest at reading, but if there's a book that intrigues me, like Dave Grohl's like the fucking guy I want to know about, and this really goes in depth. It really goes in depth on his fucking career.
As far as just like how to navigate that industry, or like
No, his life.
yeah,
I'm
okay,
talking like this
like
motherfucker's
personal, yeah,
life, and so I stopped around the Nirvana days right now, and very
yeah,
fucking interesting shit. Um, his journey, how he ended up getting into Nirvana. He was fucking stranded in L.A. with his old band Scream,
yeah.
and they fucking like somebody had just left the band. It was one of their band members, and 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 they were staying at their one of their band members like sister's place, who was a stripper, and so she'd come home with fucking money like all the time, and so they were like taken care of by her and her roommate, and and then he was getting really tired and homesick, and he wanted to play music. He felt like that Scream wasn't gonna pan out, so
Hmm.
then he gets a call from I think it was Chris Novoselic, and it was either I think it was Chris,
I think it was, yeah.
yeah, and he gets the offer to try out for Nirvana, and he got the offer, and he goes, "Hey, I'm gonna," and he tells his band members, he goes, "Hey, I think I'm gonna go to, think I'm gonna go up to Seattle and try out for them," and he goes, and so the other guy goes, he's like, "Yeah, you're not coming back," and then he's like, "Well, you don't know that," and then he's like, "No, you're not coming back." And
Oh,
so he
it was
like
right.
he knew. And the thing was,
Yeah,
Nirvana was Chris Novoselic and Kurt Cobain. They were looking at him from an earlier time,
yeah, yeah.
so they knew about him beforehand. And that's kind of a weird thing about music scenes back then, is that especially the punk scene was that it wasn't about the internet. Somehow, word of mouth, or you
Yeah.
see them at a show,
Um,
these zines or whatever, like whatever the
that's
fuck,
definitely
records.
something I feel like you get less of now, like
Yeah,
those kind of connections, and
you
yeah.
just don't see that anymore. And that's another thing that kind of bugs me about music today. And I've been having a hard fucking time, um, really fucking sorting through my shit with when it comes to music. The internet is a great fucking thing. It's a great fucking way to really get your music out there, but it's also shitty in another way too. Like you don't have that certain charm anymore, like that you used to when it came to that
Well,
Nirvana kind of
it's like
thing.
yeah, I don't know, like the I guess being more easily to record at higher quality with home recordings, and everything being more affordable, and like being able to record out of your laptop and all that would it was like
Right.
initially supposed to be like, oh, this is the great equalizer that all these unheard bands will now
Right.
be
Right.
heard, and like I think it was like, feel like it was a pretty small window of that maybe, and now it's just completely oversaturated. Like you don't have any better chance of
Hmm. Hmm.
getting heard than
Yeah.
and so it's like now you've got that without that old kind of community or network of the like spread out like zine culture, and
Yeah.
like bands connecting, and by like touring around and playing in shitty dive bars, and you know.
Right. Well, we're kind of headed in a different direction when it comes to having music out there nowadays. It seems like it just it I'm not sure what the hell to make of it right now, because the thing is
Me either. Yeah.
I don't accept it for the way it is. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm not. But maybe that's like the inner old man in me that wants to, or the old soul in me that's like, it's like,
think we're on the same
no.
page
Back
there.
in my day, it used to be this fucking way, and it fucking worked.
For
Yeah,
sure.
so
I
it's
definitely feel more and
Yeah.
more like that. So I don't mean to be like Boomer Junior about fucking like.
yeah. No, I hear you.
I agree with you though.
Yeah. No, I think the thing is though, and I think I think a big problem is for a lot of, especially bands like rock bands that want to get out there, whatever. When I say rock bands, I'm saying vast genres,
Right,
like the
right,
subgenres, whatever the
Just
fuck you are.
the classic kind of guitar, bass, vocals.
Yeah.
Anything
is,
in that
you
realm.
know, the bare minimum of those instruments, and then whatever you
regardless
can,
of
yeah,
genre. Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Gotcha.
So, I just think, I think you gotta provide more. You gotta bring more to the table nowadays.
Yeah.
I think people's attention spans when it comes to that are now like shorter. Is it shorter or smaller? Like
Shorter.
shorter.
Well,
yeah. Okay.
I mean,
shorter. Okay.
I think
Yeah.
smaller might apply too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Both.
See, this is where I'm getting stupid here. Yeah, no. Okay, so shorter. We'll go. We'll shorter. Okay, so, yeah. So you gotta give them more. You gotta like okay. Think about 20 years ago or anywhere between late 90s, early 2000s. You had a lot of fucking bands that were coming out with personalities, like you know, I mean, take your fucking pick. Like, I mean, there are a wide range of that. You go from Rob Zombie, Marilyn Manson, Limp Bizkit, Slipknot, fucking Static X, fucking Kid Rock, for fuck's sake. I mean, however you feel about him.
Yeah.
You know,
It was big over the top personalities for sure.
Yeah. They were expressing something in what they do, and you're seeing a lot of casual shit today. When a rock band comes out, they look like you, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
it's just something out there is just being shown, like the way that they did it.
There's a level of theatricality that is missing now. Yeah.
It's why you pay an expensive
With
fucking
most.
ticket to go see them.
Yeah.
Because they're putting on a fucking show. And like Metallica still kind of looks larger than life. They don't look like you or I when they're on stage. They're dressed differently still. They're 60 fucking years old. I mean, do you got a fucking dad or grandpa or whatever that fucking dresses up like them for fucking just on a regular fucking Tuesday afternoon or something?
Yeah.
Like
on a visual, yeah, like theatrical level. I think they're committed to it. I don't. I still think they fucking suck. But
you don't like Metallica? Oh man.
I'm fine with.
I like Metallica.
I'm not trying to be only the old stuff jerk off guy, but
yeah. I get what you're saying.
The 80s
yeah.
more when
yeah
when there was more drugs involved. It hit a lot harder than.
Oh man, yeah, yeah. There's one of my favorite live tracks of all time is a Metallica live track, and it was from a '90s album that they a live album that they did, and it was in
one of the orchestra ones.
No. It was it was not long after the White Album came out. It was actually when they were pushing it, and it was in Mexico. That's what it was. And they did the best fucking version of Enter Sandman I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, okay. So just a live version of it.
It sounds so fucking good. Massive, just dun, 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 dun. Like, it just you feel it, and you're like, if you got your headphones on, you're like, fuck yeah. Like, you know, you just want to burn something
no,
down.
yeah, I get you, but yeah, I mean, I think we talked before about
It's so fucking good.
You're
Yeah.
a little bit more on the metal tip, and
I
I'm a
listen
little
to a
bit more
bunch
on
of
the
shit.
punk tip because I find
Yeah.
Say, when
that
something
more
makes me wanna
visceral.
burn something
but-
down, like that's to me is good music.
Yeah.
Well,
oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And it's
It's
important.
adrenaline. Yeah.
So
yeah.
if it makes you feel that, it's
Yeah.
um,
Well, and give it a listen. You know what? I'll tell you what. Do you have Spotify?
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna send you the. I'll text you the track on that because I want you to hear what I'm hearing. They do this little fucking
Sure.
intro. They open up with that song for first off. They open up with their biggest song,
Yeah.
like that's fucking all right. That takes balls to begin with, you know. And then you got to go. You're probably playing for an hour and a half as well. So you're going through
Well,
it.
probably like their biggest hit at that point, but like
Yeah.
Metallica fans already know they still have like a lot of other shit at that
Enter
point.
Sandman was
to-
the biggest one. I don't give a fuck
It
what anyone
was,
says.
but
Yeah,
you know they got plenty of shit off of like
yeah. That was
Kill 'Em All or Ride the Lightning
Yeah.
or whatever to play that fans will
yeah.
be stoked
That-
about. But
That was the biggest. That was the biggest. That was the first
Or
guitar
Master
riff
Puppets.
I ever learned. Yeah,
yeah.
Enter Sandman was the first guitar riff I ever learned.
I
And,
guess that's
yeah.
like same. But I guess that's another reason I don't. I'm not trying to throw out Metallica disrespect.
Hey, it's fine, it's fine, yeah,
but
you don't have
it
to,
is,
yeah.
like I don't like at least like I learned how to play lead guitar a lot off of like Metallica and like Led Zeppelin and like you do realize like at some point you're like, oh, this guy's just shredding the same scales in different keys and like I
Yeah.
guess that's still impressive, but it's not
I get that. Yeah.
at a certain point I'm like
well. Okay. Look.
that's not the only aspect of the music. I get
Yeah.
that it's the whole thing and the other aspects of the
Yeah.
band, but I actually I like
Well,
I think Hetfield's like a more interesting guitar player than Kirk Hammett actually.
well, okay. Well, do you? What are your thoughts on?
In a way.
What are your thoughts on AC/DC?
Yeah, like that's another one that it's like you learn your rock chords and your pentatonic scales by learning AC/DC songs, and it's pretty. There is still an appeal to it that I can get down with. It's just so like primal. It, in a good way, but at the same time, it's the most basic. Like every
the point,
song
though.
is like
That-
EAD and just shredding the same pentatonic scale. Yeah,
Well,
and I get it.
And that's
And,
the point. Yeah.
I gotta be in the. It is, and I just gotta be in the right mood at this
Yeah.
point. It would probably help if some of these bands weren't just so, like every fucking syndicated classic rock station in every city just plays the same songs by these bands all day, and so you just hear them for years and years, and
Well, yeah.
it's a shame.
Well,
I
it's
feel like
dad
because
rock.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, and you forget about the inherent like how badass it was, or like the impact of it. Like the
Of course.
first
You
time
gotta
you heard
appreciate
it,
it.
it just gets so watered down by overplaying it. Really,
Yeah. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but
No,
I think you
I'm
were right when
probably
you said
talking
that.
too much, sorry.
No, you're fine. It was just okay. Like there's these one thing I remember growing up on were classic rock stations
Yeah.
that would have this consistent playlist every fucking day.
same
To a fucking
songs
T,
at
right in
the
the
same
time.
hour.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
Yeah, fucking. You know, you got Led Zeppelin, you got your AC/DC, you got your fucking Def Leppard, blah 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 blah. You know, like
Yeah.
all this shit. Like, oh, or Twisted Sister and fucking Motley Crue, and I don't know. Like,
I guess I just resent that more than I resent like the actual those bands' music.
Yeah, well-
because it takes away the impact.
But that's also the problem with pop radio too.
Yeah,
At the same
absolutely.
time, it's the same fucking thing. So like I get it with AC/DC. The drum beat every time is
yeah,
yeah. It's just But at the same time, I'm also like, yeah, that's all I need. And what? Yeah,
Man, and
So-
there's still some like there's a handful of like if somebody like puts like Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap on the jukebox at the dive bar, I'm like, man, this song fucking rules. And then like and I'm like, but it's also like 90% of their other songs. I don't know why I like this one
It
better.
is, though.
I guess it's because it's like about a hitman. It's like shit goes off, but
I mean,
it's the same as all.
It's hard to decide.
One of the funniest things I ever fucking read was like I think like this was like a while back, probably like 90s, early 2000s, but like some interviewer, I don't remember if it was like Rolling Stone or Spin or whatever the fuck, but was like interviewing Malcolm Young. It was like what do you say about people who say like you just made the same album 10 times? And it was like he was like I'd say that's totally bullshit because we made it 12 times. Or like it was like he didn't know how many albums. It was like just the number was wrong. And so I like that kind of like he took ownership of it.
right,
He's
right. No,
like,
no.
I don't give a fuck. It's rock and roll. Like I like that.
You have to respect that. I mean, you can't knock that at all.